Hi, and welcome to Three Questions with my friend Elizabeth Miller with us. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks for coming on the show today. So I want to jump right in because I'm seeing all your posts about Thai yoga. And it sounds really cool, but I have to admit, I don't know what it is. Can you walk me through what it is and what I should expect if I come for Thai yoga?
Sure. The easiest and quickest way I like to tell people what Thai yoga is I like to call it lazy man's yoga or lazy woman's yoga. So basically, you can get an entire yoga practice in without having to physically move your own body. So what it looks like is it's fully clothed, which is one difference already from a Western massage. And it's traditionally done on the floor on like a futon, a squishy mat. And you would lay there, and we always start with some breathing and some mindfulness just to settle into the moment. And then the practice is letting go of your body and surrendering and letting me manipulate your body into different yoga postures. And then when you're there in that yoga posture, so for an example, you could just lay on your back. Laying on your back is a yoga posture. It's called Shavasana. And when you're laying there, I'll administer deep tissue acupressure massage, which is slightly different from Western massage because I'm pressing the meridian lines on your body. And your meridian lines are full of energy. So when they're pressed, it releases any stored energy, it flushes out toxins in your body, and it leaves you feeling relaxed and energized at the same time.
So now this is something you can adapt to all abilities. Like for instance, Elizabeth, I'm not flexible at all. I'm just one of those people like, when you do like, oh, bend over and touch your toes. I'm like I can get to my kneecaps, some of my toes. So it's adjustable.
Absolutely. And I only work to where my clients' abilities are. I start where you are, is what I like to say. I'm not going to put your body in any positions that are unsafe. And I can feel the resistance in the body too when we're in a certain stretch. So I don't go past that.
So talk to me a little bit about the 7-day therapeutic protocol. What's that all about?
Yeah, the 7-day therapeutic protocol. So when I work with someone, I don't just work with someone with one session, because if you're struggling with sciatica pain, arthritis, anti-inflammatory diseases, or just chronic pain in general, your pain will not completely go away in just one session. There's a process to it. So what I like to do is I like to see people for at least 7 sessions, and throughout those sessions we work. The emphasis is different in each session. And after going through all of those 7 sessions, you'll have a huge reduction in inflammation and stored tension. And it's not just focused on the physical, because I don't know if you know this, Kevin, but a lot of our physical pain actually stems from emotional disturbances. So if you have intense negative emotions such as stress, sadness, fear, those can then cultivate physical pain. So we focus on the physical, but it also helps to heal our emotional body.
The only reason I know that, Elizabeth, is because you told me.
Oh, I love that.
It's the truth. That's the only reason I know it and stuff. Hey, I want to go back to Thai yoga for a minute, because when I picture this, like people go to yoga class like 2 or 3 times a week. How often would I go to Thai yoga?
So that is like a person to person kind of answer, because it depends on what you're doing at home. I always give my clients homework. So if my clients are doing their homework, which is eating well, not eating sugar, and just staying away from processed foods and all the sodas. So if they have their own yoga practice, so if you're practicing yoga, you're stretching, you're meditating, and you're doing all your homework, then you may only need to come once a week, once every other week, or even once a month, depending on where you're at. But when I see clients with severe chronic pain, then it's really much more beneficial to come in 2 times a week and work through those 7 sessions within a 3-week period, and your pain will be drastically reduced.
And how long is the session?
Each session is at least an hour to an hour and a half.
Awesome. Elizabeth, how can people reach out to you? How can they learn more about this?
They can find me on Facebook. My Facebook page is Be Free Thai Yoga. or they can reach out through email at missyogateacher@gmail.com.
Elizabeth, I really appreciate taking a couple minutes out of your day to call into the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thanks so much, Kevin.